All right, it's day 22 of the 90-day challenge. 99 problems, but this ain't one. All right, so today will be real brief. Um, had a great training here earlier today with some gentlemen we brought into for another business I'm working also as I'm building this business here. You see, they're both working together. One's feeding the other, and it's just creating more streams of income, which is what I learned. Okay. But here's the thing today. We're going to talk about belief. Um, so, what is belief? I'm not going to go into some definition of belief. I will say this, though. Okay. Um, Belief is the anchor of all success. I mean, without belief, you're not really going to stick with anything very long. And for the most part, no one's going to follow you or want to work with you in your business. I mean, really, why would they want to follow you if you don't believe what it is that you're actually building? So I mean, it's very, very key that you have your belief. And now you have to have belief not only in your product, but you also have the belief in the systems that you're creating or that you're using. You also have the belief in yourself. Most importantly, belief in yourself. You see, when I first purchased my first investment property, I had no proof that I could even do what I wanted to do, which was buy a property with little to no money down. I didn't know it was impossible for me, but I knew it was possible before I didn't have proof that it was possible for me. But what I had was a complete belief in the system that I was going to use. I did my research, I studied, I had been reading, I had been watching seminars, I just been going through all this training, and what I had is that after going through all this, I had a belief in myself that I could do it just because I felt like it was in my blood, and I was like, everybody else has been doing it. There's no reason why I can't do this. So I took in the very beginning, I learned how to go do some things with newspapers, how to read newspaper, the ad sections, and look for properties, look for ads they seem like there'd be a property that I could buy with little or no money down. I had learned some training on how to find out these particular ads. So then I called on these ads. Okay, so that's no problem. Then here's the next situation. I didn't know how to fill out a contract. So I went back and I learned how to fill out some contracts. Went back to studying. So after doing the study, I learned how to do the contracts. I went back to the calls and then I started filling out the contracts. Cool. Got some contracts filled out. But then it's like, wait a minute. These deals weren't structured the way they said they were going to be, where I was going to do no money down. So I had to go back to my study and then figure out, well, how do I structure the deals so that they would suit my financial situation, which was I wanted to do no money down. I mean, I want to keep my money and do what I wanted. So I had to go back to the studying of how to structure deals. When I felt comfortable with my understanding of how to structure deals, I went back to the calls, started filling out contracts, and I started structuring the deals so they suited my financial situation. All right. Now, next problem. How do I finance them? Okay. So I had to go back to the lab again. I studied, I'd ask questions, I started talking to people, and I finally found some individuals who would work with me on financing these property if they met their criteria. So what I do, back to the call, start filling out some more contracts and structuring those contracts correctly, and then I got to the point where I was financing of the deals, and I finally closed on the deals and made some good money. Okay, from there on out, it was simple. I already knew the process. Okay, I had proof that I knew the process that it would work. So all I did was repeat it. Now, with this internet marketing business and your network marketing business, it's a similar situation. What you're going to do is you're going to start with what you know. Do something. And when you reach a point where I come up against a situation where you don't know something, of course, what are you going to do? You're going to go back, you're going to study, you're going to practice it, and you're going to go and you're going to move forward from that. So every time you come to a hurdle, you go back, you study, you ask questions, you talk to your mentors, you talk to your sponsorship. And at this whole time, as you're doing these things, you're building belief not only in in your system, but you're building belief in yourself because you can look back and say, well, I did that, I can do this, I can do that. And you're studying something, learning something, and you're implementing what you're learning. So now you're building more belief in yourself. And you're building more belief in the system because you're following the system. Okay, so the great thing about being with Empower Network as I am right now, and my network marketing business, is that they have a proven system already. But what is up to so the thing about the thing about it is for someone who's just getting into the business, they have to believe in this system. They have to believe that they can do it. They have to believe in themselves. That so all this comes from you being the person sponsoring them, or even if you just brought somebody in, you still have all the belief yourself. You have some upline or some a sponsor or a mentor who's helping you go through this system. Okay, and thereby helping build belief in yourself. That's why we're reading the books. That's why we're watching the audio, watching the videos, and listening to the audios. We're building belief in ourselves, and we're reinforcing the systems that we're learning from training. Okay, so again, it's the great thing about that is that we have these things already in place. So do what you know. Go learn some more in the process, and add what you're learning to what you're doing. Okay, and you just keep doing that. You keep doing that. You study, practice, and grow rich. Simple. All right, this has been D. Orlando Fortune telling you to keep it as simple as A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, and Do, Re, Mi. I'm out. Confidence is all you really need to live your life in style. So just do what you gotta do.